Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to show you guys a brand new box and a remote that I have received from Probox group, and it is called Probox2 Air. It's a very small and compact little box. Again, with that we also received a Probox2 Remote Plus. We are also going to unbox both of them and also going in depth of what this box can do. So let's just get into it. So you can see that the remote in the box is very nicely packaged. Again, it is a very small box set the way that they have put this together, and we will be getting into it in a few seconds. But first, you can see the remote that is in there. We have already reviewed this before, but it is one of our favorite little remote that we have been using day to day to play with these boxes. It is a very cool little remote. So you can see it's packaged really nice. When we open it, the components that are part of this little package for the remote is the Remote Plus itself. Comes with a little dongle that we have to connect it to the box in order to make it work, and also it comes with a user manual. So if you want to know exactly what you can do with it, it's all there. We will get into this in a few seconds. Let's go into the Probox2 Air. So you can see that it is very nicely packaged. Again, going all the way around, it is a little chubby box. In the front you will see the name, and in the bottom it does have a lot of information that we will be covering through this video. So once we open the box itself, you can see that the top part has the box once we open it, and when we take it out, the way that they have packaged is another thing. It is very nicely put together, so this way nothing is rumbling inside of the box. So you can see it that it has a little package. We will take that out. The wires are there, the adapter is there too, and also it has the HDMI cable and some little paperwork. And also it comes with a regular remote. So the components that are part of this is the Probox2 Air. Also comes with a generic IR remote, and it also coming with a 5-volt power adapter for Canada and United States. It also comes with a HDMI cable, which is 2.0. It also comes with a little user manual that it will tell you how you can connect your box into the TV. Also, it will give you some little tips and tricks on how you can use generic remote, and also in the back it has more information. Alright, so without wasting your time, let's go to the remote first. So the remote that is called Probox2 Remote Plus. You can see it in the front that it has a lot of functionality. From the top, you do have the voice function, so you can hold it down and talk. And then right beside that, you do have the mic little cut, so that way you can talk to. On the right side of it, you do have the power button, which is colored red. Underneath of it, you do have the home button, and on the left side of it, you do have the menu button. These are mandatory buttons. And then underneath of it, you do have the red buttons, and that is for the navigation to go up, down, right, and left. And underneath of that, you do have the escape button on the left, and then the OK button is red right in the middle. And then you do have the to turn off your mouse, turn on. And also, if you want to flip this sideways and you can play video games with this, also this button will help you out. Underneath of that, you do have the volume down, the mute button, and volume up button, which is on your right side. And then underneath of that, you do have 4 buttons, and these are your Y, the B, A, and the X buttons for your gaming. So if you have retro gamings, something like Mario, these will work like charm. And at the back of it is where you're going to put the 2 AAA batteries, which is not included inside of the package itself. Alright, so let's just get into the box itself. So you can see on a box, it's very nicely put together. It's very compact, it's very tiny, and on the top it says Probox2. And once we go to the front, it has a little LED indicator, and that's also where your IR sensor is going to be set up, so you can use your generic remote. But when you turn it on, this will turn blue. We will show you in a few seconds. Once we turn on the right side of it, it has nothing but just a little connection for your Wi-Fi antenna, which is detachable, and you can rotate it 360 degrees. Going to the back part of it, from the left you have the DC connection, which is 5 volt. After that you have one USB 2.0 port. Right beside that you have the HDMI connection, which is 2.0B. Right beside that you have the RJ45 connection or Ethernet connection, which is 10100. And then beside that you have the optical audio. From your HDMI and from your optical audio, with this box you can connect not only 5.1 but 7.1. That is something very nice that I have not seen in a lot of boxes. Going on the other side of it, we have the second USB 2.0 port, and then right beside that we have the micro SD slot, which can read up to 128 gigabyte. Flip it upside down, you will see that it has really nicely writings in the middle that will tell you the model. Also, it says that what voltage it will take, just in case if you misplace your power adapter, and then where it's been made. If you look on the corners, you do have 4 little legs, so this way it can stand up, and it does have a little portion, so if you need to reset your box. Alright, so let's just get the antenna connected first. So you just have to roll it, and that's about it. Make sure it's facing up. Alright, so let's get this connected. So first, make sure that you connect your Air mouse dongle to your box. In this case, we have the Remote Plus. We will connect that first, and then connect your HDMI cable, and then the power. Now, as soon as it starts loading, you will see the Probox white logo, and then it will go into an animation, which is the Probox2 Air, and it has its own little intro, so we will wait till it goes in. And as soon as it goes into the main screen, this is a new UI that we see, or the new launcher. This has been created only for this box itself. Again, they started from now on. It's very nicely created, so let's just cover it right now. From the top on the left hand side, you will see the Probox2 logo. Going on the right side of it, this is where you're going to set up your city. So we will click on it, and since we are in Toronto today, so we will click Toronto and press OK. It will take a couple of seconds. As long as you are connected to the internet, it will go through and it will show you your city and the temperature. Yes, it is a little bit hot today. The time is incorrect right now, but it is right here. We have to set that up too. And going on the main section itself, you see home and also apps. So for the home, you can see that it already has a shortcut for Kodi, Google Play Store, also has a task killer, and also these are all folders. So if you want to go into movies and TVs, this is where you can add your Netflix in Kodi, which is already they have done for us. And the second thing is favorites. So if you put anything under favorites, if you like any apps, go ahead, put it here. Music, same thing. Games, internet has all the browsers here. And also streaming, so you can set up other things here. Photos, social networking, and also files. You can put it all here. Or you can make little shortcuts here for apps that we're going to cover today, just like what we have done here. And also in the bottom left hand side, if you have any USBs connected, these are going to be lit. If you are connected via Ethernet, this will be in a white color, just like our Wi-Fi is, since we have connected to the Wi-Fi. And also your Bluetooth. If you want to pair anything, on the right hand side of it, we have the settings. So this is where you're going to come in if you want to set up your Wi-Fi, also your Ethernet, your display, so you can go into 4K 60 Hz, sound, also apps, storage, and if you want to know about your box. We will cover these in a few seconds. Also on the side of it, if you click on this, it will give you access into older UI, or if you want to use the new one. So we will get out of this too. So first, let's go in and let's set up our screen resolution. So let's go to settings, display. In here is where you're going to click and set up your resolution. This is where you're going to see your 4K. If your TV is 4K and is detected, it will already select and place you under 4K. Since we are capturing this and we have a really small monitor till now, and hopefully in the future we will get a new one, we're only set up under 720p. So we will get out of this. And this, we have one more option called HDR. Yes, if you want to get a true HD color, which is going to be 4K 60 Hz and 10-bit color, so it will mush the pictures a lot better when you want to watch it and a lot sharper. This is where you're going to come to set it up. I have placed it under auto just in case if the video we're going to play is needed HDR, it will turn on by itself. If not, it will stay off. And to get out of it, you have to press back a few times to go back. Alright, so the first thing we're going to test is going to be the ANTUTU. This is a number that we got under ANTUTU benchmark, which is 34150, which is very good number. So we'll get out of this. And the next thing we will go under is going to be the Geek benchmark. Under this benchmark, you can see everything that has been included on this right on the first page. So your device, the model number is there, which is correct. The OS is correct, which is Android 6.0.1. No other boxes have this yet. And also the CPU on this is ARM AM logic, and the CPU speed is clocked right now under 2.02 gigahertz, and the memory that is running on this is 1.73, which is 2 gigabyte. The scores that we got under single core is 605, which is really good, and also on the multi-core we got 1698 again, which is really good. This is on OS 6.01. It's a very good number. Alright, so we will get out of this. Alright, so before we go to Kodi, another really cool thing that this box have is called Task Killer. So if you click on it, this is type of a little screen you will get. It's very nice, and it just kills all the apps that are running in the background. Alright, so the next thing we're going to launch will be Kodi. So go on to the icon and select, which is the 1080p. So when you click on it, that's how fast it will load. And yes, you will hear some voices in the background, and I cannot get rid of it for now. But you can see in the bottom that this is 1080p AAC. It is 2.0. And since I'm using the mouse, that's why it's blinking. So we will stop this. And you saw that how fast it loaded the 1080p. Now we will go into 4K video and we will select it. Now this is something that I quickly snapshot outside of the building that we are in right now. And yes, it's a really cool car that I really like, and it is from mid-1980s. But again, you can see it right now that this is 4K and it is AAC and 2.0. Did you see how fast it loaded? That's what we're talking about when it comes to this box. It's running 4K by default. It's very nice. It will be our speed test. So let's launch it. For the meantime, I just want to indicate to you that we are connected via Wi-Fi. So let's try to see that how fast we can connect and we can get some results. The numbers are really good on download and upload speed, and you saw that it was constant. It didn't go up and down a lot. It stuck to the number itself. So our upload speed is about 20 megabits per second, and the download speed is 100 megabits, but you can see right now that it is just 44.61. Again, makes sense of how many people are connected to this line. That's why we're getting this speed, which is very good. Alright, so we will get out of this too, and we will go into CPU-Z. Now under CPU-Z, everything is just raw. Everything is properly done on this. So we will go through and we will show you exactly how this box has been put together. There's a lot of information that's going to be in this section itself. So you can see that it is ARM Cortex-A53. It is running under, it says up to 2.02 gigahertz. You can find that information on the box itself too. But the cores are 4. And you can see the ones that are sleeping and the ones that is working. These are clocked up to 100 megahertz per second, but as much as I can see, and actually the testing on this, it goes up to 750, which is really good number. And going underneath of it, the CPU load is there too. It goes around 50 and goes back down to 14 to 13, which is really good numbers. Again, going underneath of it, the GPU is there too. It is under Mali 450 MP, and the GPU load is there too, and how good it is doing the scaling. Going on the device information itself, you can see the model is Air and the manufacturer is Probox. The board is P212. The hardware is AM logic, and you going down the screen resolution right now, try to get some really good numbers out of it, is on 1080p. It is 160 dpi, which is really good number. The RAM that is on this is 2 gigabit, but again remember that just like hard drives, when you get it, it doesn't show exactly 2 gigabyte, it shows lower, and this one it shows about 1800 in total. The ones that are using and the ones that are free. The internal storage is 16 gigabyte and about 8 gigabyte is available, and 10 gigabyte internal storage has been used. Going under system, this is where you're going to see the Android version, which is 6.01, which is Marshmallow. None of the boxes out there right now have this, and on top of that, the API is there. Every information that you require is right here. One more thing I want to let you guys know, that the root access on this is no. You do not have any access on the root, which is really good. There's a lot of ISPs and providers right now that they want to go towards the IPTV apps, and now you can actually load it on this and play your content without problem. Another good thing, I just want to let you guys know that the CPU on this is the 905X. So it is one of the top right now, and that is out there. Alright, so we will get out of this too. And that's about it. I will be placing a link where you can order this box from, and also more information about this from the official website. At the meantime, I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is axitex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Vine, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.